Lakers, what the hell you doing? WNBA, what y'all talking about? Let's start Profanity Nation. Let's go.
Profanity Nation.
Yeah, it's the new era of man for some old school fans with a new school brand. We got money on the mic with the plan in hand. And Stat Pat to his left, they go hand in hand. And to the right, we got Simpster, he putting it down. It's the Profanity Nation, we running the town. Yeah,
It's the Profanity Nation.
Profanity Nation.
Yo, Sips ain't here. I'm hosting the show. Here with Stat Pat. Hey, we gonna do this, man. Look, I'm mad, pissed off. I was pissed off yesterday, and now I'm more pissed off today. Like, damn, I'm trying to figure out. I'm a Laker fan, dog. Hey, my bad. Stat.
What up, man?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Hey, we doing good, man. I'm doing good.
Still got to do a sessions. Stat Pat, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
All right, cool.
Yep.
All right,
Let's get into it right now.
Hold on, wait a minute. I was mad, and I was about to go in and rant about the WNBA. Now I got to go in and rant about the damn Lakers. What the hell is going on, Pat?
Man,
like explain this to me.
I mean,
like, how do you go from being a podcaster and
so we can be coaches
to be a coach? I don't understand it, and what really bothers me, man, and we just gonna have a conversation.
Yeah,
because I think this is like a therapy session for me. It's really how I feel. Like
it's a safe place. It's a safe place.
JJ Redick has no historical knowledge of the game. He has proven that when he was calling them plumbers and what do you call them? Like,
well, yeah, he called them plumbers, man. He's all about what we're done with the '90s. He's that guy.
I mean, I don't understand. Like, dude, like, so where you gonna be coaching from? Like, what schemes are you gonna be running? Because right now these 2000 schemes, they don't really work very well. We see that. So, Stat Pat.
I mean,
what are we doing? What have the Lakers become? If the Lakers were not in my blood, I would not be a Laker fan anymore.
I mean, that's basically how we're dealing with it right now. When it comes to the Lakers, though, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's not basketball related. That is the reason why we are in these predicaments, right? So you got JJ Redick, like you said, never had a coaching job before. He's going to go out there and hopefully he can be a fresh, breath of fresh air. The only thing I get,
what are we talking about? Breath of fresh air?
Yeah, I mean,
we actually listen. Here's the thing: there are first year coaches, and there's first year player. Steve Kerr, for example, he had never coached before, but you know what I knew about Steve Kerr? That he knew how to run a triangle offense.
Okay, he
understood the philosophy of that, right? JJ Redick, dude, he was basically a spot-up shooter. Like, he was in the league. He's a friend of LeBron. Like, this is like nepotism at its finest. Like, what are we doing? What is he gonna run?
Yeah,
who's gonna respect what he says?
So I mean, everybody's gonna respect it because who's gonna be behind him while he's giving this little thing right there? So,
well, that's the biggest problem.
Just give me a little timeout.
Yeah,
I need a timeout real quick.
You need a timeout?
Yeah, give me a timeout.
All right, man. Hey, we're gonna go to break.
Yeah, give me a timeout
in a minute.
Hey everyone, I'm Neko Gumike with the LA Sparks, and you are watching Infanity Television.
Profanity Nation.
A podcast for the fans, by the fans. Dive deep into the topics the other shows miss. Raw and uncensored.
And he's going to play team ball. His legacy is at stake.
Rare, hard-hitting interviews with players, coaches, and you, the super fans.
I'm not hating. I'm like, okay, cool. Good.
3 championships in 5 years. He's more than good, bro.
Profanity Nation. Listen live or subscribe on your favorite podcast platform.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Chanel Gwimike, and you're watching Infanity Television. Boom.
Shout out Infanity Television. This is Juju Watkins. See y'all.
Man, I love reality show. How it done? We good now? All right,
We
let's
are
go.
good, man. Had some
Hey, so look,
issues.
look, we gonna make all this work. Hey, JJ Redick, what coaching experience does he have?
None.
What kind of list do we have? What's our record going to be? Why is this? We about to get this dude $60 million, and what are we gonna get from it?
I mean, we can only hope that lightning strikes
What
twice.
are we gonna get from? No,
We gotta only hope.
Tell me
for
what we
Pat
gonna get.
Riley.
Don't tell me what you hope.
We can only hope for Pat.
What
the
are
next
we gonna
Pat
get?
Riley. What kind of offense is he gonna run?
None.
I mean, the offense always morphs in the fourth quarter. No one runs in the offense. It's basically LeBron James on top of the key, asking for pick and roll hunting players. Like basically, that's the offense in the fourth quarter. Spot up shooters in the corners. I mean, we've seen the same offense for the past 4 years. There's no offense, right? It's literally where LeBron is going to make the decision to get them in the game. Hopefully, though, he gets hopefully he has enough cachet and his name is hot out there that he can build a staff. That's what I want him to do. Got to build a staff. I wouldn't be confident if it's like it's him, it's somebody else, that we don't know. I want him to build a pretty good staff, a staff that has some kind of guys that are literally trying to be head coaches in other teams. He needs to do that first. Offensively, I think he knows a little bit about today's game. So hopefully he can freshen
So let me
this up,
ask you. You are a seasoned coach. You've been coaching. You're Phil Handy.
Right.
Are you coming back on this roster?
No, he's not. No.
Okay. Give me a seasoned coach that you think will be willing to come and help coach, be an assistant to JJ Redick.
Okay, probably like somebody like Sam Cassell. Somebody like that that's not ready to take that next step to be a head coach again. But
so we're going to have Sam Cassell, JJ Redick.
I mean, we got to fill out a staff, bro. We got there's 3 more people we got to do. I'm just saying,
what are we doing? Hey, I think everybody that's podcasting. Just come on.
Especially, that's what it is, man. Especially,
I'd rather Matt Barnes and
Steven Jackson.
Yeah, just have Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson go. We're gonna be the podcast coaches.
We're gonna have a podcast bench.
Yeah, podcast coaching. So let's get all the best podcasters out, and then they're gonna coach the most.
The only thing they had to have, at least they have to play in the NBA. They had to have played in the NBA.
So that
is one criteria.
Okay. So
it can't just be me and you. They got to have played in the NBA.
So we're gonna put out offerings. So what this is what we're doing. We're gonna put out a hiring post, right? And our hiring post is that looking for former NBA basketball players must have played how many years in the league?
Let's say 5.
Okay.
Let's say 5.
Need former NBA players must have played at least 5 years in the league in the NBA.
Yeah.
That are currently podcasting.
Yeah, and have podcasts.
And have podcasts.
They have to have a podcast too.
And have podcasts.
It can't have one without the other. It got to be 5 years in the league, washed out, and then got a podcast.
All right, cool.
And then that would be like, what is those? Back in the day, we had our help wanted signs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we looking
at.
All
right,
like.
Cool. So so we're looking for a minimum of 5 years in the league, of 5 years of NBA experience, and must currently have a podcast.
Yeah.
You know, and then you can apply for the Laker job. This is what we're coming.
I mean, that's what we're
Right,
that's what we're coming down to.
I rock with it.
Then we're gonna re-sign them. Because if we're gonna get a coach, you got to resign. You're gonna sign. You already know that's a formality, right?
Right.
So if we're gonna get JJ Redick, more likely that LeBron James is going to re-up.
Right.
For 2-3 years.
Then,
or something like that.
And look,
over like 100, or like 200 million.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, he
like 3 years, 200 million.
Yeah. So look. I just want to put some things out there. Jeff ain't here, so hey, when I'm hosting, I can do whatever the hell I want to do. I just want to run. Can you stat pad, right? You stat pad. So since you're stat pad, I'm gonna run a couple of things by you to see, what you think about this.
Okay.
So, that Michael Jordan played a total of 15 years in the league, right? He won 6 championships. That's at 40% of the time that Michael Jordan was in the league, he has won a championship. Yeah. Okay. If we go Kobe, he did 20 years, won 5 championships. That is 25% of the time that Kobe was in the league, he's won a championship. Now, if we go to LeBron, and I'm not hating, we're just adding on this. Currently, he has 21 years in the league, and he has 4 championships.
4 championships.
So he has won championships 19% of his career.
Yeah.
He's won championships. If he plays another year, he will have 22 years. And, I'm looking at Dallas, Celtics, Milwaukee. Look, I even say Clippers right now. He probably going to win a championship next year. So he's at 19%. He's probably going to drop to.
Oh, it's going to drop
17. If he goes 23, it's going to drop to 15.
He's going to keep dropping.
So I feel that the longer that LeBron stays there in the NBA, his legacy decreases. Based on just what we see.
What is that the phrase in econ or economics, the law of diminishing returns? Like after a while, you're not going to get the same results that you would get before. So it's going to be like you keep doing the same thing, but it's not always going to be as consistent. Eventually, it's going to tail off, right? And that's what we see with LeBron. Yes, he does have the skills to still play at an effective clip in the league. However, we also see that when it comes to him taking over the game, he really can't do that like he used to. He does it in spurts. One thing that you could tell by these playoffs, you could tell what a closer is. We've seen closers. We've seen Luka. We've seen, people like Murray hitting big shots, Ant-Man hitting big shots. We need to get some of that back. We either need to find somebody else that can help LeBron out in that regard, because dribbling the ball down to the 4 seconds of the shot clock and then hosting up a step back three is not the offense I want to do. Right. Don't want to in floppies. I don't want to do that. I don't want to live with that.
Yeah. I'm just saying because again, none of this makes sense. Like, and literally, like, they talk about script writers, and I know, and I'm not talking about the game. I'm talking about the script that was written saying that J.J. Redick was going to be coach. They talked about that a month and a half ago, and was like, nah. And then the other script was Ronnie James was going to get drafted, right?
Get drafted?
Yeah. And Ronnie James is no longer 6'4". He sits 1. Scouts have reported, and I'm not hating, I'm just telling you what scouts are saying, that he's more of a point guard, but he doesn't know how to run an offense. Right? That's what point guards do.
Yeah.
They said that he is a switch matchup, so he'll be stuck in lane.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a consistent jump shot. He's just not ready.
Dude, he's 6'1.5". All right, we're looking at somebody that hopefully that he could probably the best that he could turn into would be somebody like a Marcus Smart.
And they're refusing.
That's what I think. That's what I see because he's going to be. He's not going to be the one of the tallest on the court. He's going to basically be one of the shortest. And how does he? How is he? I mean, he's going to have athleticism, but I think he plays the game in a slower.
And they're refusing to put him on a two-way contract. Rich Paul has already said that he won't be on a two-way contract. So we won't even. I'm gonna see the ticket holder for the South Bay Lakers. We won't even have the opportunity to watch.
So he's like supposedly that would be beneath him to be playing in the G League.
They're refusing to allow him to sign a two-way contract. That's a quote that Rich Paul.
This is out of control. This is out of control.
So we are signing him, and I don't understand. And then JJ Redick is probably gonna put him in the game. So I'm just trying to understand, like, what are we are literally becoming the laughingstock of the league.
Yeah, I believe so.
I
believe so.
And then on top of that, Jeannie Buss, I love you, Jeannie. I really do love you, Jeannie. I'm just, but I feel like the Lakers are going to hell in a handbasket. and I just don't understand. I feel like all the priorities of winning the championship, being
secondary.
What's the word? What's the word? We were. Everybody wanted to be. They looked up. We were big brothers.
Yeah, we had the
Everybody
prestige.
looked up to the Lakers or the Celtics.
Yeah.
To be that. To be that. And now we're like that beautiful mansion that has a leaky roof and bad furniture in it.
It's like when you see those houses, you would go to like a neighborhood that basically either got gentrified or there's some money that came into the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And it was going to be these people who got all this new money. They come in there, they building all these damn houses, and then there's always going to be that one person that was born and raised that inherited a house and they don't have that cash, but still live in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And you can see all the houses over there that got nice 2 stories, pool in the back, everything else. And then you got the house that just never had the means to add on and do stuff like that. And that's how I look at the Lakers.
Yeah.
The Lakers look mom and pop. The Lakers look, we just live resting on laurels. We've been here before. We're 17. We're the 17 champions. Look at all the pictures that we have of our trophies. Look at the banners, and it's like just like you said, we have not tried to get the right people in that's going to give us an identity. We don't have an identity.
I feel like we have no interest on being that storic franchise anymore. And I mean, it's sad. It really is sad. Like, it's almost like it was this beautiful girl in high school that you looked at and you was like, man, she was just so hot. And, and 20 years later or 30 years a year later after reunion, you was like, dog, do you know what she looked like in high school? Look at her now. She didn't let herself go.
Damn, homie.
I feel like the Lakers have let themselves go.
Yeah, I mean, they're not prioritizing the stuff they need to be prioritizing. Like, we have clowns all over the place. We have clowns everywhere sprinkled. Now, I mean, Jeannie Buss is obviously the Lakers, the owner of the Lakers, but she's getting closer and closer into clown territory herself. Now, GM, I already talked about the GM last time on the show, how he basically, I feel, is incompetent. We got a rookie head coach again. Like, why can't we get somebody? I mean, I know why, but I will probably get canceled off the show if I say it. But I'm gonna say it anyway. LeBron James can't have no veteran coach. There's no way. He's been in the league 21 years. He gonna have a veteran coach? There's gonna be like, this is my way. What? That's too late for that. We need yes men because we going to make this nice and plush for LeBron. And that's what we're doing. And that's why we're going to draft his son.
So here's my question, man, because we got to talk about, I got to talk about WNBA too.
Okay.
But here's my question. How many years do we have left
of
this house that's run down before we're able to go in there and remodel it?
3, 4, at least 3.
So you're telling me 2027?
By that time, everybody that we have are going to be old.
I'm officially depressed.
You should be.
Because I am right now, and we're talking. I'm praying the Dallas Mavericks beat the Celtics.
Oh yeah, because remember, it is always all day, every day, especially on this show, Buck Foster.
Yeah.
It's going to be Buck Foster
so,
all the time.
So
that's how it's going to be.
Yeah, so look, Kyrie, I love what Kyrie said. Kyrie said, hey, I got LeBron a championship. I'm going to get Luka a championship. I love that. Come on, Kyrie. I'm rooting for you, boy. You know, not boy, but my man, Luka. Come on, y'all. I'm rooting for y'all. Y'all, because can we just, on paper, be the same?
Yeah.
Can we not? Because in reality, the Lakers and Celtics are nowhere near the same right now. On paper,
But at the end of the day, though, let's keep it a whole stack, though. Like, when you look at the Celtics, are the Celtics in a better place right now than we are? Yes. But would I want to live in a world where my last championship between 1986 until 2024 is the 2008 championship? Like, from 86 to 2024, they only got one championship that's going on 40 years. Now, in that same time span, the Lakers won in 87, 88. They won in 2000, 2001, 2002. They won in 2009 and 2010. And they won in 2020. They have had 8 championships since 86. So, yes, do we look at them with envy, because of the fact that we're not there competing with championships with them? But they're going to have to win a championship. And at the end of the day, let's not sleep on Luka. Luka's 6-2 on the road in the play. No, wait a minute. They just beat Minnesota in the road.
Yeah.
I think they're 7. I think Luka and they are 7-2 on the road.
Come on, Dallas
in the playoffs. And one thing I like about Luka. Luka has that mentality, like he wants to do it on the road.
Yeah, come on.
He doesn't want to. It's gonna be interesting, man.
And I think the fact that Kyrie dealt with a whole lot of controversy, and then he got back to the scheme of actually going out there playing basketball. I love the quote that he said that he misses his mentor. He's calling Kobe Bryant his mentor.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Hey, Kyrie. Do it for Kobe.
Hey, Kyrie.
Do it for Kobe, Kyrie. Do it for Kobe.
Do it for Kobe.
Kyrie, do it for Kobe.
Hey.
Please, Kyrie. Do it for Kobe.
Well, we got to talk to Drew Holiday, though, and tell him to stand down because Drew Holiday, man. I've seen people forget that matchup with, the Bucks versus the Nets.
Yeah.
And, Drew Holiday had some clamps on him, my man. So, hopefully,
but
we learn a little bit.
We got Luka. Kyrie, do it for Kobe. All right, hey, so look, we got to get back. We got to get to this WNBA, though, because, look, the WNBA, man, first of all, is really popping. It's cracking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We are, look, I'm going to be 100% transparent. We just like everybody else. We didn't really start talking about WNBA till this year. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't want none of that Stephen A. Smith smoke. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
When they got on them,
nut,
So listen, we got on the bandwagon when everybody else got on the bandwagon. All right, I will admit that. I have been going to sports games, for the last 3 or 4 years. So I do know actually what's going on. Has Profanity Nation, the voice of a professional fan, been talking about the sports as much as we should have? No. Have we started talking about them when everybody else started talking about them? Yes.
Yeah.
Now, but look, one thing that we have been talking about, Stat Pack, is basketball.
Right.
And
Right.
all I want to really talk about is just basketball.
Right.
And I want to talk about, in general, what happens when rookies come into the league, NBA or WNBA. When rookies come into the league, NBA or WNBA, rookies get hazed. It doesn't matter who you are, what you've done. If you're Christian Laettner, if you are Kobe Bryant, if you are LeBron James, you get hazed, right? When you come with so much hype, when Lonzo Ball came in at Patrick Beverly, the first thing he wanted to do was prevent Lonzo Ball because of all the hype. What do you expect is going to happen when you are coming in? You're the face of a non-professional league to go into a professional league. What exactly do you think is going to happen? You know, why are these people so upset that Caitlyn actually is getting schemed for, and why are they upset that they're losing? Number one, let me explain something to y'all. For y'all first-time fans, I'm sorry I'm on my rant. The only way that you get the number 1 draft pick is if you suck the year before. Now, let me tell you how badly the Indiana Fever has sucked. They had the number 1 draft pick last year, too. So they have 2 back-to-back number 1 draft picks. Therefore, last year they sucked, and the year before that they sucked. And so now they have 2 back-to-back number 1 draft picks. And they sucked this year because they need a 3rd number 1 draft pick next year. So that's just what it is. That's how teams get better. They get better through the draft, and they have the way and people tank and lose games on purpose.
Yeah.
So that way they can get the best player coming out of college.
Yep.
So listen, these people out here talking about, it's the other player's fault on why. Look, Caitlyn is averaging like 89 turnovers a game. Caitlyn done had horrible games. And first of all, if she's the best player on the team, then you're going to scheme for her.
Right.
So what do you guys, fair weather fans, expect to happen? What do fair weather fans expect to happen?
I mean,
like,
I don't know.
is she supposed to just run a buck? They got Breonna Stewart in the league. They got Taurasi still balling in the league. They got Asia. You see what Asia doing?
Asia is just being Asia at this point.
Yeah, she's scoring like 29 points.
29, 30 points. Yeah, she's just being the best player in the league.
They got Inescu in the league. Like, So listen, Caitlyn, thank you very much for bringing a light onto the WNBA. And I think what Caitlyn is doing is she is showing other people that are fair weather fans that there are other players in the league outside of Caitlyn Clark.
Yeah. I mean, we have also her arch nemesis, Angel Reese.
Balling.
You know what I'm saying?
And wait a minute, she got clothesline. Ain't nobody saying nothing about that.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, what I think what's being lost in this Caitlyn situation is the fact that she is getting a little bit, there's some, they're taking some shots on her. I mean, we can see that. We're not blind. If this was in the NBA and people were doing this to a player, we'd be like, okay, that's some BS, right? We see that. But unlike the WNBA,
I disagree with that.
Okay, how?
Well, guys, look, I think first of all, anybody that's gonna come in the league with all that hype, they're going to get introduced. Like Michael Jordan, when he went to the first All-Star game, they did not pass him the ball because, when Kobe did the All-Star game, again, you're going to get hazed. That's what's going to happen.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. That's what she will get hazed, and they are hitting her. But hazing is one thing. Hazing is kind of like, hey, Rook, hey, you got the bill tonight. Hey, Rook, hey, we need some more chips. Can you pass it up? You on the jet that you provided. But you going back there getting the chips. You got to carry the bags to the hotel. That's like hazing. But now the pick, I didn't care nothing about the pick. I think the pick that was weak sauce. But who is helping Caitlyn on her own team? That is what needs to be examined. I don't care about the other women. The other women are supposed to knock her block off. That's what they're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, whoever that chick was, I forgot her name right now, the one that...
Trinity or...
Yeah.
Trinity?
The next time she went down and tried to go into the lane.
So what you're
we
saying...
got to clean her up.
Look, I agree with you. So what you're saying is what Caitlin Clark needs, a Charles Oakley, a Matt Barnes, a Draymond Green.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A Rick Fox.
Yeah. They need... So that's what she needs. So now that is the Fever fault.
Yeah, that's the Fever fault. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
To me, I know everybody's like trying to say like they being too hard. If it was somebody else, they should have been. I would say like if it was the NBA, those dudes would have been already. We would have already had a brawl. We would have already had a scrap. Like matter of fact, that game would have been. They would have scrapped if they saw. Somebody hit, I don't know, Steph Curry. Just say it's Steph Curry because he's small at the time when he was young. When he was called, and somebody hip checked him and knocked him down like that. Dude, like you said, Draymond would have already been throwing a couple blows, would have been not kicked out.
Yeah.
Even Clay would have probably got his little mix and squabble on. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Fever need to really look themselves in the mirror and be like, are you guys a friend or foe? Like, are you like, what's going on?
I agree with you. I agree with you because what happens is when Caitlin gets knocked down, everybody go to help her up. What they're not doing is going and getting another team and other players for doing that. But at the same time, I think that people need to really back off and understand this is what it is. Like, she's not going to get the same list she's going to get because everybody's good. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like in college, it's every other night you're gonna get somebody that's good.
Yep.
But in this game, the speed is fast, it's quick. You know what I mean? Everybody stuff. They're not really trimming off her. Do I think it's a little bit of jealousy? I think a tad bit. but at the end of the day, look, it's basketball. And people that understand that's what this is. And look, it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. Now, I'm going to tell you where I feel the WNBA is missing their mark. They're not marketing this correctly because I feel that Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark is Larry and Magic, and they're not playing to that strength, right? They're not playing to that strength in the schedule or nothing like that.
Right.
But at the end of the day, listen, we have to understand that this is basketball. She's going to get some hard fouls. Nothing never should be dirty. But hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean? And the Fever needs to find somebody on the 12th on the bench to be the enforcer to go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I say.
Yeah.
But let me add something to it. Let me talk about something else. That's a real elephant in the room. Everybody knows the WNBA is a nonprofit. It's probably gone 25. It's
loss leader.
27 years and never have turned a profit.
Right.
This is actually the first year that they actually are making more money. You know what I mean? I don't know if they're going to turn a profit, but actually making more money is great for the league. They're selling out. And let me just say this. It's not just Caitlin Clark. Angel Reese said it too. The Sky is selling out also. And the Aces are selling out.
Mm-hmm.
They're a team that is selling out. So the buzz on the game is great. But look, they finally got charter planes, which is actually really, really cool. But do you know how much money they spent on charter planes?
No, how much?
$25 million. So $25 million is invested for the charter planes. And they over there kicking and chilling, happy about their charter planes.
Yeah.
But they all making, regular salaries, $40,000, $50,000.
They're making they're making take your money.
So look, I'm just asking you, charter planes are cool, but could I get extra $25,000 in my check? Like,
Yeah.
I would.
I'll take the bread.
I would have. Which one? I mean, is do you feel like this is more of a bait and switch type of thing? Like this is how we gonna keep y'all happy. We're not gonna give y'all more money, but we're gonna give y'all more amenities.
Yeah, I mean, first thing first. I mean, let's start with the amenities and then work on the salary. You know what I'm saying? So let's just get them some just basic professional things like a charter flight. They'd be playing back to backs just like the men be playing back to back. So, You know, they want to be able to sleep on the plane. You know, get some rest on it between games. That's what I think. You know, they need to keep but it's funny. Where does $25 million come from? Like, it just automatically just popped up and just, hey, we got $25 million. Like, and we're gonna put this to planes. Why can't you just take that $25 million and then give it to the players? And then, like, let's see what that looked like. But because that could have been, now that we already got the charters, we ain't going back. I mean, we got the charters now, and now y'all gonna have to deal with those, your teacher salary. Now, I'm saying that because I am a teacher, but so I don't want nobody to be like, man, I know a teacher. We don't make that much money. We make as much money as a WNBA player. You know what I'm saying? That's what it looks like.
Yeah, you're equal to them. That's amazing.
No one wants my autograph, but I make much money.
Deal, right? You gotta get an NIL deal.
I probably could. I got to get my fingers insured for my grading with writing and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I think that's crazy though. Like, I think it's a great thing that they have charter, but I think also when you spend $25 million on that, and then in scheme of things, you're riding private, and then you're going home in a Hyundai. Like, is it really that cool?
You got Priuses on the road.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Is it really that cool? You know what I mean? 'Cause it's almost like you're kind of flossing, but you not flossing. You know what I mean? Like you regular. Like it would be like me having an Escalade pulling into an apartment. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, incomplete game.
Yeah. So I mean, I think you gotta kind of have both. You know what I mean? So shout out to them getting the $25 million, but at the same time, dog, we gotta do something more. But look, the Sparks, they got 2 rookies over there. I love Rakia.
Yeah, Rakia.
I love Brink. We're doing it. We still ain't winning no games. We're a little far away from that. But it's listen. What the WNBA is doing is growing and getting more interest to it.
Yeah, like I'm gonna just go ahead and Hamby.
Hamby ball.
So we really, I mean, especially since we like the Sparks here. We got that show. Sparks Weekly. We got to check it out. It's a really good show. It's on the come up. Be there or be square, man. For real, it's a really good show. So check it out. When we got Cameron Brink, we got Rakia, to the point that they are now the faces of the team. Now they're going to be, and then Hamby is the one that's underrated. I think because of the rookies are getting so much pub. The person that's really holding it down that wish they could have a little bit more help is Hamby.
Yeah.
And so hopefully we're better this year. But if we just so happen to be bad, hopefully we can get another top 5 pick.
Yeah, I think we need Azure to come back too. I think when Azure come, one thing that when you look at the Sparks is they're tall, but they're not big. They got some big girls in this league. You know what I mean? And so Cameron has to kind of get used to.
She's a little string bean.
She's a little skinny. Yeah. She got to add a little bit more weight on it. Yeah. But we gonna see what's gonna happen. But look, in all, man, look, I love everything that's happening with the WNBA. I think everybody needs to really stop tripping about what's happening with Caitlin.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it's a racial thing.
Nah.
But it's a racial thing because nobody said anything when Angel Reese got clotheslined. It was just basketball. But then all of a sudden she get knocked down. Oh my God, don't hurt her. And I don't know what they really expected to happen. But
hey, I'm gonna tell you this right now, though. Really, I mean, y'all better get Caitlin now. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Y'all better get that girl now, because if this girl ever get a backbone, if she ever decide to be like, you ain't never gonna push me around anymore, she gonna be a problem. She's already starting to put it together a little bit here and there, but she's gonna be a problem about it. Cause like we're talking about Taurasi, we're talking about Nestiu, we're talking about like these Sue Birds back in the day. I mean, I'm just saying. Of course, I'm not gonna say it, but we all know how they're synonymous. But they all took a little bit of time to get acclimated to the W, and now they're all Hall of Famers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think Caitlin is going to be okay.
Oh, look,
and she definitely.
My comp on Caitlin Clark is Larry Bird. Like, I mean, I see everything about Caitlin being Larry Bird. So, no, I think definitely she belongs in the league. She's a great passer.
Yes.
I think she needs a little bit more of a mid-range game.
Yeah, because she can't be all three heavy.
That will kind of develop it, but I think overall, like, yeah, she's gonna be a good player in the league.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, hey, we are coming up to the end of the show.
You know what time it is.
So Stat Pat, this is a little bit of an oldie but goodie.
All right.
But I went through this week, so I wanted to make sure. So as you guys know, we're gonna go back to the Celtics and the Mavericks being in the finals. So I have a friend. Right? I've known him. I won't say his name, but I've known him over 40 years. You met him a couple times. Known him over 40 years, and he lives in Dallas. Right? He lives in Dallas.
Yeah.
For those of you guys who don't know, he goes to church. He goes to church faithfully and everything. And there's a church member. I'm not even gonna name his name, but he used to play basketball with him when he was like 13, 14 years old, and now he's a rookie on the Celtics, right?
Okay.
And you guys know, that I immediately called him because his family. He told me that his family are faithful tithers to the church, right? He said when their son got an NIL deal, the first thing he had to do was tied to the church, which is all amazing. Like, God bless him. God bless him. And he's from Dallas. And so, therefore, I know that there are going to be tickets that are going to be given out for the Dallas Mavericks game to watch the Celtics play because the son is from Dallas, right? I told my best friend he is not allowed to root for him. No, by no means that's something. I told him this. I said, hey, man, our 40-year friendship is on the line. If I hear of you rooting anytime, we're no longer friends. Am I out of bounds for threatening my best friend of 40 years who I love dearly? I am the godfather of his firstborn. Am I out of bounds to tell my friend that my friendship with him is over if he roots for the Celtics?
No, you are inbounds, okay? 100% inbound. Right, it is Buck Foston. All day, every day. I don't care if it's bloodlines. It'd be kind of hard, but, you would just have to go ahead and suck it up and go ahead and tell your son, not this year, man. You got to do it another time, man. I can't root for you. But, hey, we're on this side. And let our kid get in there. Maybe we'll change our tune. But since we ain't got no kids in the NBA on display for the Celtics, I guess we're good. But
it's not his son, mind you. It's not his son.
Okay.
But it's a family that grew up in the church, and he played basketball with him, hung out with him, knows him very well. You know what I mean?
And his kid.
Yeah. So it's not related, not blood related to him.
But he knows him.
But he knows him.
And he can't be like, hey, man, I just want. He's he was a good kid. I like watching him grow up and everything. He did really well here, and he's with the Celtics because your friend is from here.
Yeah, he's from here.
Any Laker fan?
Yes.
Dude, no. Dude, come on.
All right, cool. I just want to make sure.
That's easy
I told
money.
him, I said,
That's
hey,
easy money.
I told him, I said, man, our friendship was on the line.
Hope
man.
he lose every game. Wish him well.
Yeah.
They lose every game.
I want him to have a great game.
Have a great game. Career highs.
He can have 30 or 20
career highs every game, as long as they lose.
All right, cool. Hey, you know what? Hey, I just want to make sure that I was right. Good. Appreciate you, brother.
Always, man.
Hey, it was always a great show. Hey, Simpson wasn't here, but we don't need him. It's us. We gonna hold it down. We hold it down all the time. Hey, tune in next week. Another show with the Profanity Nation, and we'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Peace.